world of electronics and mechanical systems, but also have studied the very important engineering design process.
And you are right to tell me that the minute hand is pointing to the 30.
How to tell time. And Mrs. Mason's class is hard at work.
We walk over from John B. Dye to Great Neck to go to pre-algebra. We go there because we like the challenge and we're successful with it. When they first approached me in the summer and they said they would have 2 fifth graders coming over to take 8th grade math, I was a little apprehensive at first, but I was surprised and they've impressed me every day. They have the highest averages in the class. I like being challenged because there's more to think about and it's easier to get things wrong so you can learn more from your mistakes.
If you don't have any challenges, then you'll never really learn anything. You have a risk of not doing well, but then you can learn something from that.
I think these 2 boys have been successful in my class because they are ready for it.
It is unusual to have a science lab in elementary school.
Because they are exploring and they are learning, they then come up with their own outcomes, and so that is in essence what we are looking for out of students, for them to not be led and directed always by teachers, but for them themselves to be able to explore and create and then learn from their own engagement in the classroom.
They come in, they put on their lab coats, their goggles, and they are completely engaged. They absolutely love it.
We had our annual Providence Vocabulary Parade this past Friday at school. It allows students to demonstrate the meaning of a word. They are demonstrating mastery of words and their knowledge of words, and it creates a discussion between the teachers and the students, and even between students and students. Sometimes kids will be wondering what kind of word they can choose to dress up as, and it gets them thinking about words in different ways. So it makes them collaborate and makes them be creative with the use of their talents.
Uniform inspection, and then we have a test.
This is a 2-year project, so our completion date will be May of 2015. We have 7 trades that are participating in this school project, so all of them benefit by coming out here and participating in real-world experience.
You can't learn something just by hearing it. You got to actually go out and do it, make your own mistakes, learn it yourself.
Nothing helps me as much as the education that I'm getting here by helping the whole building of the house.
This is life experience. Like, after high school, I can go on and do this for years.
So allowing students to bring their own technology they like using, technology that contains programs that they're used to using, and technology that's free and that they are comfortable with, can open up learning opportunities by allowing them more access to technology.
AVID is a college readiness system that provides the foundational tools that students need to be successful in the future in college and in their careers.
I joined AVID to learn about how I can get ready for college and how to take notes and be more organized.
Well, one of the biggest benefits of AVID is that 3 times a week students work with college tutors.
Anytime that I had a problem or I was afraid about a test or a quiz, I could go and see my tutors for tutorials.
The stats are pretty amazing. In the 2013 data, it was 96% of AVID students across the country enrolled in a 4-year college or university at graduation. So you can't beat the stats.
I think the world thinks that the world is good.
Wheelchair athletics. Primarily you will see us doing wheelchair basketball.
I will learn to trust and to forgive while striving to be positive.
Well, this project here is the proper dining and etiquette. It's teaching the young man how to properly utilize the utensils when they go out in public to eat and at home as well. It's part of the Gentleman's Club. It's just one more step that we try to take to instill discipline and just to share what knowledge we have as far as being a gentleman to younger people, how to, because they're going to follow in our footsteps.
I have them actually keep their sketchbook, so sometimes they come in and they're not ready to work and they're just fuming, or I just have them sit aside, grab their sketchbook, and just have at it. For them to express their feelings, express their emotions, I feel like it gets it out on paper and it's not so bottled up, whether they're happy or sad or mad or furious, hungry, it comes out.
The way it makes me a better student is by synergizing with all my friends, because we get to talk together, we share stories, so when one person interacts with another person, it's like your family.
These are the faces of their community, and they're comfortable to, to tell you like what happens throughout the day. We get to impact 47 every week, and build that relationship with them.
I don't really know all the adults in the school, but every time I get to meet them, I get to know them better. And the more you know a person better, the more you can become friends with them.
So it started out with 15, and within 2 weeks it turned into 30, and we've capped, with the second grade at the 46. So the need and the want to be a part of this have grown. So I think it's, our responsibility to accommodate it.
In order to have great teaching and learning in the classrooms of Virginia Beach, you need to have an outstanding staff. Virginia Beach City Public Schools are always committed to recruiting and hiring people who are passionate about education. From there, we make sure that they have the support and the resources they need to develop professionally throughout their career. Knowing that staff who feel supported and fulfilled are more likely to stay in our schools and thus continue along a professional career with us.
The Beach Bag program allows us to send food home for the weekend that will nourish our kids. And when they come in on Monday, they're excited, they have a full stomach, and they're ready to learn, and they are ever so grateful. I mean, they show so much gratitude.
Our children are our future, and we have children who do not have meals if we don't provide them. A child who has had a good meal does better in school, and so we're really making an investment in the future of our children and our nation.
Parents, community leaders, elected officials, business people all have a stake in how we educate our children and the direction we're trying to move this district to. I think that it's very, very important that the community be involved in setting the strategic direction for the schools. I mean, what is more important than our next generation and our children? I think Virginia Beach City Public Schools is probably one of the most important responsibilities that this community shares. And I use the word share because we all have a stake in the success of the schools. And so I think to the extent that a community can be a part of shaping where that district goes, it can really be part of its ultimate success.